guys. So I wanted to take a little bit of time to explain something that is an explanation of where it is, the differences between 3D, 4D, and 5D. And I did an awesome video with Octavia Basile on my YouTube channel that explains it a little bit further, but I think it's always important to explain things in more layman terms and easier to understand. So what I wanted to explain is this. So imagine each dimension as a channel, and each channel has its own frequency. So down low, I'm going to say here's 3D, here's 4D, and here's 5D. And I am going to assign an unit of measurement. I'm going to make this up. All right, so I'm going to say 100 megahertz here, 300 megahertz here, and 500 megahertz here, okay? And what happens is that basically you, depending on your vibration and how happy you are, really, it's a state of joy, a state of happiness. Also, being in the now moment is really how you get to 5D. So that's why looking at that video is important. And I apologize, I'm gonna try to mirror the video, but if I can't, sorry, I don't know how. I'll figure it out. Okay, so basically what happens is we are going every single millisecond, second, whatever unit of measurement, we vary between these channels, right? And what happens is you have, of course, the cat wants to play with stuff now, so I apologize for that. But basically what happens is, depending on where you're vibrating, you are in these channels, right? Just like a radio. And so what we're trying to do is to get to the 5D channel, or the higher vibrational channel. And if you stay in this channel, it's magic. So it's just purely magic. Why? Because in this channel is when you can manifest almost at will. And that's the beauty of being in that channel. And as a matter of fact, when you're in that channel, it's literally everything that happens to you is magic. You can be the creator that you came here to be. So that's kind of what I wanted to tell you guys, that this is critical for you to stay in this channel. Why? Because people that steal, for example, do drugs, are in a bad mood. So people that are in the 3D frequency are in this channel. They're not in this channel. Not only that, in the video game, all these dimensions, of course, like I said, they're all together. But there are things here that you don't see when you're here. And the example that I want to give you is, I was with a friend and we went to Whole Foods, and we were doing really good because we were on a vacation. And when we got to Whole Foods, these lines were going down each cashier except for these two other lines that had no one on them except for the people that were currently being served. And my friend and I are looking at each other like, why aren't people making this line? And so we went over there and we looked at the people that were in line and we're like, come over here. And it's almost like they couldn't see us. And so people were spending time making these lines. Well, those people were here. And we were here. So there's things that you cannot see in 3D that are in 5D. And that's why it's really a magical place, because you see things here that are magical, that it's impossible for you to see here. So I hope that you understand that if you take the time to heal all the trapped emotional trauma, to release all the trapped emotional trauma in your body, you're able to start being in this channel. And it's a lot easier because then you just stay up here. Okay? There is none of this. So I felt it was so important for you to understand that there's different things you can see in this dimension that you cannot see in this dimension. And also in this dimension, for example, if there's talk about, oh, the banks, take your money out of the bank and this and that. If you are here, that's probably not going to happen to you. You're vibrating high. You are safe in comparison to being here. So you're going to ask, well, how the heck do I stay here? Well, the way that I do it, number one, is meditate. That is critical. And one thing that I want you guys to understand is that your vibration is your currency. Forget money. That's paper. Who cares about that? Your vibration is the currency for your life. So if there are people in your life that are bringing you down to 3D, it's time to say bye-bye. If you want to have a life of pure happiness and joy, I am telling you, you have to let go of the negative people in your life, or you have to change your expectation of them. Stop saying, oh, so-and-so is so difficult. Or my mother is this, my father is that, my child is this. Let it go. Start expecting what it is that you want, so that you can stay here, because that's what you want to do. You want to stay here. Okay? You can see the magic of the universe if you stay here. And there's also something else I'm going to talk about in a different video, and it's about bravery and courage. Because in the video game, they want you to be brave and have courage to do things you've never done before and get uncomfortable. And if you don't get uncomfortable, you're going to stay here. So I hope this helps you. Leave me a comment if you have any questions, or if you feel like you want me to talk about something else, or talk about it in a deeper, in maybe a deeper example, or more about, well, I could do another video about how do I stay in this frequency, because I've manifested the life of my dreams. So I want to help you get there. I want to help you achieve what I have achieved, because life is magic every day. And I want that for you too. And I know you can do it. I have a very good friend who's followed my advice, and she's where I am now. And now she understands when I told her that once you get here, life is magic. But the key is to stay here and not allow the 3D to pull you back in. All right? I love you guys.